Do you ever wonder how healthy you really are? Because most people do at some point. No one wants to go through their remaining years struggling with health issues, taking frequent trips to the doctor, and being restricted in what activities they can do. A poor diet is the #1 contributor to poor health. We are what we eat. Most people know that, but few know what foods are the worst culprits. When you think about bad health and diet, what is it that first comes to mind? Is it fatty foods or sugar and carbohydrates maybe? Eating too much fast food and junk food? But does anyone think about starch or foods containing starch? Well, they should, because as it turns out, starch, not fat, is the biggest threat to your health. Starch turns into sugar 15 minutes after ingestion. That's why starch is worse than fat. You know, people consume an average of 50 teaspoons of sugar daily. They also consume a lot of carbohydrates, and most of those carbohydrates consumed are in the form of starch that turns into refined sugar. Examples are rice, pasta, white bread, noodles. Did you know that a bowl of rice is the chemical equivalent of 10 teaspoons of sugar? I don't think anybody would ever think about consuming 10 teaspoons of sugar at a time, but we do it when we have 2 or 3 servings of rice or pasta. Most people don't even know that it's sugar they're consuming. The rate of obesity is astonishing now, and it's growing every day. The truth about inflammation and what leads to inflammation is coming out, however. Inflammation is a byproduct of the sugars and the refined carbs we consume every day. In 2004, inflammation was on the cover of Time magazine. They call it the secret killer. Not fat, but sugar, and starch turns into sugar in our bodies. Starch always comes with fat, like bread and butter. The two go hand in hand. People have cut the fat, but they're still gaining weight like crazy. Why is that? So you see, it's true. Starch is worse than fat. Enter iGalen. iGalen is on a mission to alert the masses to the dangers of diabetes and other chronic diseases and what the real contributors to these diseases are. For the first time ever, a group of Nobel Prize nominated scientists in Florida have developed and patented the world's first all-natural carbohydrate manager. It's a botanical mix called Emulin that helps your body manage refined carbs. These are the carbs that contain the starches that turn to sugars in our bodies, the triggers for rampant and excessive inflammation. This is becoming known as carbohydrate toxicity, and it really is a silent killer. You want more info? Get on the newsletter for ongoing news and updates. Get informed and stay informed. And if you're having health issues, take some action to reverse those issues. Thank you.